Hello everyone. Once again, welcome to the chemistry session. In this video, we'll be covering the separation techniques. The techniques such as sublimation, chromatography and distillation. So, let's move on to the chapter. In this session, we will be covering the other separation techniques of mixtures, that is, sublimation, chromatography, and distillation. So let's move on to the technique called sublimation. It is a process used to separate mixtures that contain sublimable volatile components from the non-sublimable impurities. Sublimable keyword suggests that a substance can be directly changed from solid to gaseous state. So it is a process where a substance undergoes change from solid to gaseous state on heating. Some of the examples related to sublimation, which are specifically sublimable in nature, are iodine, camphor, ammonium chloride, naphthalene, etc. Following are the applications. Ammonium chloride and the related substances can be easily separated from the non-sublimable salt. The method suggests that first of all we need to heat the mixture in an inverted funnel so that the component which is sublimable in nature gets sublime in air and finally settles over the walls of the funnel in the form of a solid after cooling down. The non-sublimable compound is left behind. The next separation technique is chromatography. The main principle of using this technique is to separate those solutes which dissolve in the same solvent. So it is basically adopted for the separation of different colors of an ink. The colors which are more soluble in water, they cover larger distance and rises faster, and other colors get separated in different layers based on their solubility level. Now you can see the diagram. The first part of the diagram shows the mixture of the ink. After separation, you can see several components which are colored in nature. They have been adsorbed on the surface of the chromatography paper at different levels. There are other two phases involved here. Stationary phase is the chromatography paper which we have used, and the mobile phase is the solvent which we have poured in the beaker, which is specifically isopropyl alcohol, also called mobile phase solvent. But in this case, we can see it is water. So there are many kinds of mobile phases which can be used to separate different colors. Following are the applications of chromatography. It is used to separate drugs from the samples of the blood also. So the method is that first of all we need to take filter paper or any blotting paper. Then we have to place a small drop of ink at the rear end. Then we'll dip the paper at its very end in water or in isopropyl alcohol. As we know that ink is a mixture of more than two colors, so the components of ink get separated based on their solubilities, and we can see that colors have adsorbed on the surface at different distances between each other. Next process of separation is distillation. This method is specifically carried out for the mixture of two miscible liquids. Miscible stands for the two liquids which can be mixed with each other easily. These liquids that boil without decomposition, and the condition is that there should be a considerable difference in their boiling points, specifically more than 25 Kelvin. We can separate acetone and water using distillation technique. So what does the method suggest? The mixture is first of all heated in a distillation setup. One substance with lower boiling point gets evaporated at a rapid rate and it finally condenses and gets separated from the other substance which had higher boiling point. The other process which is a consequence of distillation is fractional distillation. Some miscible liquids have difference in temperatures or boiling points less than 25 Kelvin. So fractional distillation is the right method for separating those kinds of liquids. As we all know that air is a homogeneous mixture and it can be separated into so many gases with the help of fractional distillation technique. The method of fractional distillation is as follows. First, we need to compress and cool the air by increasing temperature and decreasing pressure. So finally, air gets converting into liquid air form. Now this liquid air is again heated up slowly in the apparatus of fractional distillation. After some time, we can see different components of air getting separated and they are collected at different heights. This height is decided on the basis of the boiling points of the different kinds of gases present in air like CO2, oxygen, helium, etc. So students, so far we have discussed so many kinds of separation techniques. Wait for the next video. One more technique is left, that is crystallization. And we'll also discuss the various types of changes. Till then, do practice the questions given in your NCERT textbook. Take care.